Hello, we are live from a kitchen again. It's always live from a kitchen because that's the way I roll. And we've got some new stamps to show you. Two stamps, is that all? Well, we've got new stamps and we've also got something else to show you as well. So I'll wait for a few of you to get on and then we'll have a little chat. So we're live on YouTube. We're also live on Facebook. So I can see we've got some viewers on YouTube. So hello to you guys. We have got some viewers on Facebook, so hello to you as well. And just as we go live, my secondary camera has just gone off because this is the way it normally goes.
Look, if I put it on now, is it going to come back? It's going to come back, so don't worry.
We'll come back to that. So we'll wait for a few of you to join. Let me just go down to the chat. And let's see who's in. So we've got Facebook and we've got YouTube. Quite a few on YouTube now, which is really nice. Nice to see you nice and all of that. It's a bit bright with these lights. It's just the way it goes. I mean, I could land an aeroplane with these. Seriously, I really could. And it's very bright, but that's good. And I've got no makeup on because I've been working in the garden all day. And you know what it's like. It's nice just to relax. Okay, so I'm going to introduce you to the brand new collection from Timestamp Creations. And it's quite funny because two of the stamps, well, all of them actually, all of them were taken just outside my window, just there. So it's really funny to see. So I'm going to introduce you to the stamps, but also there's something else as well. Now these are launching on Hobby Maker this Saturday. Now I'm just going to see if we can see any of you on here. Okay, right. So I'm going to swap cameras now. I'm going to go to the overhead so we can start to take a look at, well, just the brand newness, and we'll do some little demos as well. So let's just get that lined up. Let's get those out of the way. And what we'll do, hopefully, if I switch to this camera now,
if I turn this one off, yes, you should still be able to hear me, which is great. So here we go. So these are the brand new stamps. There are two in the collection. And there's something else that goes alongside them as well. So it's something a little bit different for you and a bit different for me, but I hope you like them. So let's introduce you to our lovely little Bonnie. Now, Bonnie is my neighbour's cat. She gave me permission to make these stamps because I take a lot of pictures of Bonnie. And she comes into our garden and she's just absolutely delightful. Let's just move that camera so straight for you. But alongside our lovely Bonnie, and I'll take you through these in a moment's time, I've also got some inky backgrounds with a frame space and a frame here, so you can start to put your stamps in there, images of Bonnie, or it could be that you want to use other stamps in the collection. Now, these are a pack of A5 in size, and there are 5 different colours. So 5 different colourways, the same pattern, but in different colourways. And you're going to get 20 in a pack. So these could be your instant cards. You could just use that part, for example, or you could use that as an inky background and stamp your sentiments in there, or make little bookmarks or things like that. So they're going to be available. Those are your inky card kits. And what's really nice is that the stamps from Bonnie fit perfectly into those frames, and so do the sentiments as well. So it gives you a chance to have something already made. You can matte and layer these up if you want to. You can use one or the other. You can add ink to these as well, so they look fabulous inked up, and just personalize them in your own way. So you've got the opportunity to do that. So Bonnie herself, let's just take you through these. So first of all, we've got Bonnie here. She's actually, this is a nice story, because when Bonnie first came to the street, she came into our garden. We've got like this little stone cottage thing in the garden, and she got on top of it and she got stuck, and it's a little bit worrying. She couldn't get down. So I came to the rescue. I clambered up a ladder and I kind of put my arm up, and she came down, she cooled down my back, and we kind of have just been great friends ever since. Little Bonnie, she's beautiful. But what was really funny is this wasn't when she got stuck. She came back, it's a couple of weeks ago now when I took this picture, and I'll show you the pictures that I took. She was sat on the roof one morning. I said to Jane, I said, I've got to get that picture. That is just brilliant. So there she sat on top of the roof with the foliage around her. Absolutely beautiful. This one is a bench I had. I no longer have it because it's one of those benches that you have for a while and then it just rots and falls apart. And you get to keep the, not stainless steel, the wrought iron. I've still got those around the back. Anyway, this was Bonnie on the bench. And the sentiments are, you are perfect just the way you are and a little wild at heart. So that's the first set just there. I've got some samples to show you as well. The second set, this is, oh, she's such a little naughty girl. Outside in the garden, there was a willow tree here once and it got cut down. So this was the stump. And she just suddenly appeared in all the foliage watching the birds. And it's really hard to shoot her off because I love my birds, but I love Bonnie as well. And here she is in the long grass. This is when I hadn't cut the lawn. So we were planting daffodils, so we let the grass grow a little bit. And that is stay positive and permore, and stay curious and perfectly peculiar. So those are the two stamp sets. You've also got the inky card background kits as well. So let's have a look at a few things you can do with this. So yes, you can add your ink to this and do a little painting and then maybe blend the colours at each side. You could use one of the backgrounds and just stamp and then fold in half and make little notelets. Add a little sentiment to the top if you want to. Maybe you could add all three. So stamp them out, cut them out, use a bit of foam tape and just place them all together. You could possibly do that actually without cutting them out and using masking tape. I've not tried that yet, but I really like the fact that just cutting them out and layering them up. So, you know, that's nice. Hello, Jenny. Hello, Katie. Nice to see you. Nice to see you guys on YouTube as well. Remember, you can watch this again and again. This doesn't have to be live for you. You can watch it again if you wish. Okay, so there's Bonnie, and you've got those three stamps there, just building up that picture. I thought that was quite nice. You can use the background papers however you like, really. And you can add a little bit of ink here and there. So you can mix those up if you want to. Also, if you're using the backing papers, I did this the other day. I added a little bit of extra paint. I'll show you how I did this. Oh, camera's gone. Camera's gone. Hold the line caller. Camera's gone. So I'll show you here. So you've got that lovely duo of stamps, and I added it's reconnected now. And I just added a little bit of paint. There you go. There it's back. I'll turn me off. There you go. So you can do that as well. Or if you get some wooden tags, if you put the wooden tags together like that, I didn't gesso these or anything like that. Hello, no, still on. Let's turn me off. There you go. I just put them straight onto the wooden tags. And the way that the ink blended in, well, the paint blended in, it just looked really good. And I stamped them together and I thought, you know, you could have them apart, you could bring them together if you wanted to. So a few little samples there of what you can do with our little Bonnie. So it's a small but sweet collection. So let's have a little play, shall we? Let's move those to one side. Let's move those to one side and let's get one of the background papers. Let's think about the colours that we want to go for. I'm going to go for purple, or shall I go for, it's so hard to choose. I'm going to go for the purple. So I'm going to bring this here. Okay. And then we're going to get the acrylic plate. Oh, I've got a couple of other samples here to show you as well. Hang on, hold the line caller. So you could put a little bit of ink into the background and blend that in with the, as I've done there. There you go. And then when you cut it out, you can leave a white border around it. You could put it over here. You could add the sentiment or just stamp a sentiment on. You've got an instant card. And again, just adding a little bit of colour looks great. And that's nice on that background. We've got there with the nice lime green, which matches her eyes because she's got beautiful eyes. So let's get this going. Let's grab a stamp. Let's get Bonnie. This is from the Bonnie's Watching. She's been in the garden. I looked after her over the weekend because her mummy went away. So I had to look after Bonnie. And Millie and Bonnie don't get on. So it was in Bonnie's house. I went over and looked after her. But she's absolutely gorgeous and I love her. It's a shame Millie doesn't get on, but Millie's a Jack Russell, so as you can guess, it's not going to happen. Although, when I did come back and I'd been cuddling little Bonnie, the funny thing is, Millie was wagging her tail. It's quite funny, actually. So, anyway, there's a stamp here. When I've done this, I'm going to show you the pictures of little Bonnie. I could bring them up, actually, on the screen, sort of duet it. Let's put her there. There you go. Let's put her there and stamp her out. I wonder if I can bring her up and duet it. This particular stamp that I'm using here. Here you go. There you go. There's our lovely Bonnie. So there she was on the roof. And you can see there on the chair as well, now turned and more immortalised in a stamp. So I just took away some of the foliage at the front just so you could have a better image of Bonnie. And Bonnie's got this little black. You'll notice she's got this little black thing on the side of her mouth. I took that off as well, just in case, you know, you got confused by it and you wasn't quite sure what it was. Sometimes it could just look like a black mark. I didn't press hard enough there, but that's okay because I got my paints. So what we're going to do is I'm going to grab this. I'm going to start to colour this in. So I'll just grab a little paintbrush. I can add the colour to that, you see. So I'm going to get a little bit of green. Oh, the camera's gone again. Hold the line caller. The camera's gone again. It will reconnect in a minute. If not, I'll get the cable out and connect that. That might work better. So anyway, I'll tell you what I'll do whilst that tries to reconnect. Let me show you the inky card backgrounds. This is what they look like. Oh, okay, we're reconnecting now. There you go. So those are the inky card backgrounds. That's how it's going to come. They've not arrived in my house yet. That's the packaging. That's what they are, the inky card kits. And whilst we're here, there is the other picture of Bonnie. There she is in the crash, as you can see there, and on that willow tree stub. So those are the photographs that have created to make our lovely Bonnie. Right, I'll take me out. Not literally. We'll just go with some nice ink on here. Just dab that there. I might want to just water that down a little bit and just move that around. What's nice is that you don't have to be too precise. You can just take this, maybe add a bit of water to that to move that around just loosely. And that's what's really nice about using watercolours, is that you can just get more water than colour and bleed it in. So just move that around, just tap that down. And then if you want to add a little bit darker, for example, just on the foliage on the edge, just to blend that in, not bleed that in. Let's get some more water. I've really liked using watercolours actually with this particular set. Just coming back to using watercolours, which is really nice. Let's get a bit darker here. Take a little bit off. Just do that. Again, it doesn't matter if you go over the lines. It's good to do that. It's good to do that because it looks like you've, loosely watercoloured it. Let's go up here. Let's take a bit of that off. Go up there. See, just going over it, it just looks okay. Just a bit more water there. Maybe a bit darker. Whilst I'm doing this, I'm looking out in the garden in case she comes back. I should be looking at the birds today. Okay. And then just go over that, just very, very loosely. And then go up there. And then I'm just going to do a little bit of, I've got black, so I'll just water that down so it becomes like a light grey. We can do that. And this is Welsh slate that's on this little cottage. It used to be a farm where we lived. Pig farm, believe it or not. I know. So this is Welsh slate. So I'm just going to colour that just a light, maybe a bit darker there. Turn that up. Now, because I didn't press hard enough on the stamp, I'm going to go into that black again, get a little bit more water on here. And I'll just go over Bonnie, just to Just bring it down there. There you go. And you can go over the black bits if you want to. A bit darker. There you go. That's worked. That's worked. There you go. Beautiful. And then I might want to put some blue sky in. So I'll go for a bigger brush. And again, I'll just get some water around the paints. I want this very, very loose. So I'll just put it on there. And the ink pad, either Versafine Claire or what did I use? Yeah, Versafine just adds a little bit of a resist. So you just put that on there. And then if I had a cloth nearby, which I have in here, you could try and take some of that water away. Just make that sky a little bit uneven, so it looks a little bit like it's got clouds in the background. So what you've got there is a nice little card topper that you've coloured in. I know I've gone over a little Bonnie there, but that's okay. That's okay. And we can cut that out, and we can leave the white border around there and place it on here, or we could just use this side as it is, cut along there evenly, sort of along there and along there, and you've got yourself a nice little card topper that you could then put on a card. So you could use them both together like that. You cut that out or put that on there if you want to. Now you notice a bit of purple there. Then it's lighter here, because what's nice about that, if you were adding, let's grab this, if you're adding something like that, or where is it? This one. Let's go for that colour. You could use this in landscape or portraits. You could have the colour here if you wanted to. You could then add your sentiment down the side, or cut that out and put it along there. You can also turn those into little bookmarks and just do like a little side stamp of little Bonnie on there. Let's try it. Let's go with the purple because we're using the purple. I'm just going to cut this out. So again, you could cut around that and have a little border, or you could just cut along where it is. Just cut down there. It's 250 GSM, by the way. Let me just bring the picture up of these again. So 250 GSM, you get 20 in a pack, the A5 cardstock. And you can ink them, you can do all your different techniques on there, your water techniques, and you've got 5 colourways, and you've got 4 of each. Okay. And they are going to be $11.99 for a pack of 20. I know. Let's just come back to camera. Here we go. So we could grab Bonnie. You can always have a look there. You could just put Bonnie on the side. Let's go for that. Where have I put her? Now you'd probably want to sort of like mask off an area, but what I'll do, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go for one of the Versafine Claire's Dahlia Purple. I've got a few of these left on the website if you want to go for these. So these are available, but I don't have many. I'm just going to put, I'm not going to mask off so I can hear the birds. You never know. Bonnie could be about. Right, she's probably watching us on the internet thinking, right, I want to get in on that act. Okay, let's do that. Let's see how this works. I've got a little bit of paper underneath just so I don't stamp. Just put that on there. Just for now. Just for now. Maybe just do that. And then just, there you go. There you go. Just move that away. So that would make a really nice tag to add to a present. I mean, you don't really need to do anything with that. And that's the Dahlia. That's Dahlia Purple that works perfectly with that and looks really nice. Then I've got a little bit of foliage there. I'll do something with that. But I just think that looks really nice, don't you? So you could do a little tag. You don't have to stamp the whole of little Bonnie out. Right. Oh, evening, Adele. How are you? Oh, they look like your cat. I think you call these cats tuxedo cats, don't you? I do believe. It is. She is beautiful. Katie, she's beautiful. She really is. And there's so much that you can do with these stamps as well, which is great. Oh, hello, Jenny. How are you? Hello, Katie. Yeah, they are super cute. They really are. So, for example, you could do your card, and you've got the tag there to go with the card. You could do a couple of cats and just have like a triptych going across there in the different colours if you wanted to. So again, there's lots that you can do with that one. Let's go for one of the darker ones, the brown. Okay, I'll show you something that you can do with that. Let's get, I just want this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut down there. I'm the world's worst cutter. I can never cut straight. So maybe, you see what I mean? That could be, if you were to cut evenly out there, and then you want the same distance about there. That could go straight onto a card blank. Let me find one. I've got some on the table over here. Let me grab them for you. So if you were to cut that, you've still got your inky background to work on, but you could, I'll just bring in just some black cardstock to show you. If you were to stamp on that, for example, mount it, maybe black's too much, maybe on a craft card, maybe colour similar to this, for example, and you could pop that on there. It would be that way, wouldn't it? Hang on. Just to give you some idea. Let's do that. Let's cut down there. And you can make the cell with these as well. I know I've not cut that very straight, but and the camera's a bit on the wonk as well. But there you go. You've got an instant card there, and just by stamping on whatever you want to stamp on it. There you go. I knew that would happen. I knew that would happen. Hang on, hold the line. It's because I moved it. There you go. Let's move it like that. It'll come back in a minute. So you can make. I told you it'll come back. You can make a card like that if you want to, which is really good. Let's turn that off. So that's one side of it. Going back to the inky background, which is here. Get myself into a right mess now. Okay. Here. Right. Let's take a look at this. Okay, let's put these to one side. We've got that one, haven't we? We've got the, yeah, I'm going to use that one. Okay, I'm going to go for Bonnie on the Seat. Take that off. And these are photopolymer stamps as well, so excellent quality, made by Clarity here in the UK. And it always feels like Christmas Day when I put the order in. I've designed it all, and we're all ready to go. And it's a little bit, it's nerve-wracking because it's like, are you ready? And I'm like, yep, let's do it. And then they get delivered to the door, and it's just so exciting. So we can move that. We can have a look at how that would perhaps look on the green. We've got the brown at the top. I'm going to do this here, so she can be on the green like in the garden. So we'll just push there, and I'm using the acrylic plates. These are also from Clarity, but I love them. I just love them. I get on with them. And you can lift up each side, and it puts the pressure in the middle. And that basically is what printing's all about. Let's see if that's done well. Yeah, that's nice. So you've got that lovely, almost like green leaves all over Bonnie because she's in the garden. She's in the garden. Let's have a look at the other stamp set that we've got. I wonder. Let's see if we can use this one, Bonnie on the Willow. You've always got this to, it's going to be stamped that way, so to have a look at what it looks like. I like that. Let's just go for it. Now I'm going to do it in black. I could do it in a light. I could do it in hang on. Always got to try something different. Let's see. I've got orange. I've got green. I should have done Bonnie in the green there. No, I'm going to stick with black. I'm going to stick with black. So we'll go over here. Okay. Let me just go back to the chat in case you're asking any questions. No good. If you are watching on YouTube, lovely to see you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Do subscribe to the channel. It's free to do so, and I won't bombard you with ads or anything like that. The more people I can get following me, the more things I can do. So let's pop that there. Okay. I'll just press down because we've got lots of detail in this area up here. Oh, I moved it. Don't worry. It's okay. It's okay. Okay, let's lift that. Nice, 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 nice. So we've got sort of like the brown at the top. I'd like to add a little bit more colour to this actually. So let's go for the colours that we've got. We've got green here and we've got brown. Very, very loosely. I'm going to get some brown in here. There you go. Very, very loosely. And I'll just put some brown in there just very loosely on there. I'm just blending that over there. Pick up some more brown. Just bring that there. Just taking away some of that white in the background. Okay, so just bring that down there. And I might, just whilst I'm here, get a little bit of this green, again, very, very loosely, and just maybe add a little bit down there. Maybe add a little bit of brown to it as well. Okay. Doesn't matter if you go over the white lines, that's absolutely fine. So I've just brought that in a little bit. So I might need to just dry that off just a tad. These stamps are also really good if you want to do any embossing. Let's dry that off a little bit. Perfect. Don't dry off too much. And then we could start adding some words to this. So you can always cut your words up as well. You don't have to have them as they are. So a little wild at heart could go there. Maybe stay positive and permorph can go up there. And this is where you could do it in a different colour and make it stand out. We could. Let's have. I wonder. Oh, bugger! Please do not swear. I don't like it. I don't like it already. Don't worry. I'm going to cut down there. I'm going to go for black. That solves that. Second generation will look good as well. I don't think that word's a swear word. I'm just saying. If it is, this will get deleted. There you go. Little wild at heart. And how inky I am. Stay positive and purr more. I could do it like that, keep it sort of even, but I'm going to go for that. Okay. So stay positive and purr more. Don't worry about this. I'm going to cut that off. I tell you something I should have done. I should have put a cat paw. Shouldn't I? But it's really easy to draw one, isn't it? Like bears. I do that. 1, 2, 3, 4, isn't it? 1, 2. You can have this going up the page. Try and make it even, Janice. Should we have one there? And one there. One there. They look a little bit more like teddy bears. Oh well. And then do we just do the one up there? It's going off the page. Could work. It might look a bit odd because it just looks like something brown. But that's nice. Then we can add to that. We could perhaps add some of the garden words, or maybe if we do like second generation, I could try and mask off that part. We could use some grass going around the edge, maybe. I wonder what that would look like. Just let me see. That's where I start getting ideas. No. If we wanted to, we could go in here and just put a bit of browny green paint on there, just so it doesn't look so white. Let's get some water. Mix all of that in. Nice. So that fits in, and then because I'm using a bigger brush on here, because I'm really not bothered about going over, because we've got like this inky background. Now that's a little bit too much, but I like just pushing that out to give that effect, similar to the effect in the background. And then we'll just come over here. I'll just soak into the paper. There's just some underneath the belly. I like the fact that it's quite, you've got the light on there as well, but if you did want to go over that with just a little bit of black, just to blend it in and to take that like sunlight off her back, you can go in with some just black paint and do that. Just makes a difference. Just get a bit more green under there and just blends that in then, doesn't it? And it's not so stark, because this one has got that like that khaki look. And then you've got the one up there, and you can add to the sides of that if you want to. So little Bonnie, such a cutie, she really is. And if you've got any backgrounds that you've been making, anything that you've cut up, for example, like this, you can stamp directly on there, and she's going to look cute. I did these yesterday, and I just sort of like cut them up. So maybe we could stamp on there, maybe, because we've got the green, could work. And then we could put a sentiment up there, maybe. Let's have a look. We'll give it a go. You never know until you try. So let's pop that there. We'll go for black again, just to show you the stamp. She's so cute. This is what she looks like when I go out to her and she's in the grass. I don't want that to be too obvious, actually. Maybe there. And that's what she looks like. She's like in the grass, like, yeah, what are you going to do about it? She's a cheeky little devil. Do that. Let's lift that up. You can use these with stamp platforms as well. Absolutely. Kind of works. Now she looks like she's behind a fence, but it could work. It could work if we add a sentiment to that. You've just got to keep experimenting, I think, and just see what it looks like. It probably looks a little weird because I've got that line across the bottom, but if I get rid of that, it could all just fall into place. Now, we can stamp this straight on here if we want to. Or we could put it onto a white piece of paper and then edge around. So this is the bit that I don't like, because I should have done it a little bit lower to the card. If I just take that off like that, now it doesn't look so bad, but we've got this bit here. So again, because these cards take your watercolor paint so easily, let's just see if we can add a little bit down the side there, just to blend that in, bring that back a bit. Probably used a little bit too much water, but if you dabble it, you get that really nice cool effect. If I just go down there, and up there. Just dab that out. There you go. And of course, we've got that lovely, just here, dandelion clock. We can make stand out by using a little bit of white. Maybe just put a little bit more white over Bonnie, so she stands out over that green. Peeping over the grass. She does have the most gorgeous green eyes. So let's give her green eyes, and then that might tie in. See, it started off a bit dodgy, but now I like it. Let's just go for that. Go for a bit of yellow. They might actually be okay because it's sort of like a greeny yellow. Just a little bit, dab that. Just to make her eyes stand out. See that? No, it stops there, doesn't it? So I think we need something else. Now we've got some foliage stamps in other stamp sets, of course. Don't think that will fit. We could always add something else, maybe another sentiment there, so it doesn't look so blank. Or we could, let's see, pop that up there. Maybe. Oh, I'm going to try it. Or I would get some different foliage. Or I could draw some more on, which you could do, just to extend it out. Or we could add another sentiment, which I'm going to do because everything is savable. I'll go for black again. There you go. And then we could cut that down a little bit. Maybe we could cut the top off like that. I don't know. Maybe it's too high here. Should we try it? I'm doing it. There you go. Changes again, doesn't it? So we've cut that and we've brought it in. We could cut down there so there's less space. I could cut down there as well, but I'm not going to. I'm going to leave it at that because I think that's quite cute. Then we could use this on the blue inky background. Now that would work. That would really work. I like that. Probably mount it, maybe give it like I wonder what it would look like with a white mount on it. This wasn't, these are the inks I did use to make this, but it wasn't intentional for this demo. So you could put a white frame around that, or you could bring that down like that, or we could use it like that. Kind of blends in, although there's a green at the top. But don't forget, you can add paints to this, so we could add more green to that, so it kind of works. You just move that around. Maybe it's just a little bit of it you wanted. You know, you could add a little bit of green here coming out, just so it blends that in, or pop that there. Again, you could put that white border around it if you wanted to. I don't know what that would look like. It might look nice, but that would work really well. You'd have thought it, using the blue and the greens. And that is the melon soda. And that blue was, I can't remember what blue it was I used. I think it wasn't Mermaid's Lagoon. Oh, it was Mermaid Lagoon. So I used those two colours to create that. I just plonk the stamp on there. And then that works really well with that. And that would work really well with that as well. So you could tie it in. You could do all like collages and things like that. So there's lots of scope with like backgrounds that you make, or you could just do something really simple, put a bit of flecks of black in the background. But again, there's so much that you can do, and she's so super cute. I think once you start stamping with her and start creating and making, you're not going to stop, because there's just so many different poses. There's another one similar that I've just did live. There's so many different poses that you can come up with, and you can use the backgrounds as well, or you could use, it's almost like see no evil, hear no evil, or you can make like little notelets as well. So that's our little Bonnie, and that's the brand new collection. And remember, you have got your inky card backgrounds as well. So, and these are $11.99. You get 5 colours, 4 of each. There's 20 in a pack, 250 GSM. But they work perfectly with these stamps and other stamps. It just makes life easier and gives you a little bit of a head start. So let's go and have a look at those pictures again. So here she is on the bench in my garden, and there she is on the slate roof. This was, I think it was about 3 weeks ago. I just ran out and took a picture of her because I just thought that looks brilliant. And then I adapted that for the stamp. And you can see there her on the bench as well. What a lovely pose that was with her eyes. Beautiful eyes, hasn't she? So that's Bonnie. Bonnie's watching. And then got a little cheeky mare just sneaking up on the birds, which she shouldn't do, but she's absolutely gorgeous. So there she is again. That's just in the front garden. And then you've got Bonnie in the grass, cheeky little monkey. And yeah, just the way she looks at you, she's so sweet. She really, really is. And you can see you've got the little flowers there and the clock. And then you've got your inky card kits. So 20 A5 cards, got 5 colorways there, and you can use them however you like. And that is the new mini little kit from Timestamp Creations. Bonnie looks easy to fussy cut out too. Yes, she is. She is. I'll just come back to this and show you. Because yeah, she really is. You can see there just how clear that is, and that's using all of the stamps, using that set and that set together, and then that's created that card and just fussy cutting them out. So yeah, she really is easy to fussy cut. She really is. She's absolutely gorgeous. Hello, Martin. Like the new I like, you know, everyone go and check out Martin Bleach 8429. That's his account number for his bank, so use it as you will. But go and check out his Facebook. Yeah, go and have a look at his new picture. Have you got back from your cruise, Martin? You've been back long? She is cheeky. She is a cheeky little monkey, is our Bonnie. But I had to make her into a stamp set. I really do, because she's absolutely gorgeous. And a tuxedo cat, I believe. Lots of people have been commenting on that. She is a tuxedo cat. Right, so that is launching on Hobby Maker this Saturday. Yeah, and I can't wait to see what you think of her. And of course the papers as well. So I hope you like them. I've really enjoyed using them. I've got my watercolour paints out as well. So it's encouraged me to get those out and just do a little bit of loose watercolouring around her. So I hope you enjoy them. So that's little Bonnie. Those are the inky card kits, all available and launching, of course, on Hobby Maker on Saturday at 1 p.m. So I look forward to seeing you there. It is nearly 9 o'clock, so I'm going to love you and leave you. Hope you've enjoyed the live. So just again, there's our lovely Bonnie. Those are the pictures used to create her. And there she is, just visiting the garden. She's just absolutely adorable. I love her. I'm going to get rid of
that camera because there's no need for the 3 of us. A bit like Charlie's Angels. Do you remember when the start, and it used to have like the 3 different cameras come in? On my own. Look at this. On my own Charlie's Angels. I've got that side, and I've got that side. Who knew? Isn't that great? Anyway, not to confuse you any further, I'm going to lovely leave you. Thank you for your company. Oh,
Oh,
by the way, Magnificent Birds is still available. And yes, I will be crafting live at Doncaster. That's in July. I do believe there's one or two tickets left for our workshop. Lou Sims and myself. If you want to get a hold of that, I'll just bring the details up on your screen. There they are. Let's get inky. So we're going to have a lovely day. We're going to get dirty hands as well. And that is on June 17th, next week. So there's still a chance to get a couple of tickets for that if you want to. And the telephone number is there on your screen. Before I go, I'm just going to leave you with Magnificent Birds because that is still available on the website. And of course, if you purchase anything during the live, live 10 is your discount code. I need to set that up because I don't think it's working, but live 10 is your discount code just for tonight, If you're watching this tomorrow, that's gone. I'm going to activate that in a moment's time. So timestampcreations.com is your website. It's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much. And here's a reminder of Magnificent Birds, the previous collection.